Okay, people, I know AI is all the rage and everybody is like using smart AI lists and all these AI tools and all these image generators and all the chat GPT and all the things. And yes, I am super excited about it too. And I am definitely experimenting with lots of things. However, those of you that are using Smart AI List on Poshmark, I think you're making a huge mistake. I think you are missing out on sales big time, and I think you're actually doing more harm than good. And today's video is all about that and all about why and what you should do instead. Download your free reseller resource guide today. I constantly update and share with you discounts, favorites, tools, and resources to help you with your reselling business. After the video, click the link in the description and get your totally free guide today. So first of all, my gripe is I went on the other day as I was knowing that I was going to make this video, and I went onto the computer to try to use Smart AI List so that I could get some examples to show you of why I think it's total crap. And I couldn't do it. So then I realized that I guess it's only on your phone. It's not on the computer when you go to Poshmark as a website, which that I think is stupid in and of itself. So maybe that's a thing that they'll roll out later. I really don't know why it's on one and not the other. But I think that's a problem because, you know, some people list on their phone, and I think that's great, and there's totally a place for that. And especially people that are very new and part-time sellers, you know, because it's all so easy, and then you get your mani-pedi on Poshmark, like from Poshmark sales, and that stupid commercial they have. But I'm feisty today. So they have the Smart AI List on the phone. But like if you're a serious reseller and like you're doing this as your full-time gig or even like a serious part-time thing, like I don't know many of us that are doing it all from our phone. I feel like we're all batch taking photos, we're working on the computer, some of us have virtual assistants, like we're doing it in a little more of a serious workflow kind of way. And so it would be helpful if we had it on the computer. So that's gripe number one. Number two is I have tested it on several different examples on basic items, tank tops, dresses, you know, just normal stuff, women's clothing items. And I find that it's lacking in a few areas. One, I think it's missing several basic keywords that I think any reseller, even if your keyword vocabulary for Poshmark SEO and Poshmark keywords, like even if it's very limited, you would still know a lot of these basic keywords that it's not putting in. So that I think is a big fail. And I'll show you an example, or I'll talk about it. We'll see. The second part is missing second level keywords. And I didn't know what else to call it, but I'm calling it second level keywords. Things like style, like boho or minimalist or quiet luxury or all of the hashtag core academic, like all the kooky stuff. It's not coming up with any of that. Then occasions, it's not coming up with things for that. And then also things that are just kind of like those secondary keywords that, you know, it's probably not the one that everybody's searching to find your item, but they don't hurt to help they don't hurt to put in there, and they probably help, is like romantic or girly or flowy or, you know, things like that, like those secondary extra keywords that someone out there is going to search that and it will lead them to my item. Are all of the people doing it? No. They're going to look for the basic keywords, but there are people out there that have a very specific idea in mind and will be searching based on those secondary keywords. And I don't know about you, but I'm trying to make all the sales I can, so I want all of them in there. And if I'm going to rely on this AI to like do my work for me and make my life easier and make it go faster, like I want it to actually work. And so I don't think it actually does. The other thing I thought of that it's missing, that you guys know if you have seen some of my posts on Instagram where I've posted about this, I love synonyms. So I don't want to say the same thing over again. I don't like to repeat myself. But what I do like to do is say the same thing in many different ways in my listing. So if it's wine colored, I don't think this is really it, but let's say this was a wine colored shirt. So you might want to put wine, Merlot, burgundy, you know, several other names for colors that mean similar things to the thing that I have. Because you might say, oh, that's a pretty Merlot colored shirt. And I might be like, oh, that's a pretty burgundy colored shirt. Like, we don't know. You know, we're, like I've said before, we are not Pantone experts for color of the year. Like, that's not our job. We don't know that. But somebody might be like, oh, that's a pretty salmon colored dress. And you're like, oh, I thought it was coral. Like, these are synonyms. These are things that mean the same thing. Canary goldenrod. Like, there's so many of them. AI isn't getting into that, and therefore you are going to miss out on sales. Also, if you're not uploading tag photos, you could also be missing out on important stuff. So like if you don't put the fabric content, it's not going to know that it's wool. And so it won't read that and it won't put that in. And so that's important too. So I think that we just need to kind of look at some examples. Let me kind of keep sharing with you what I think you should do instead, because I've pretty clearly now stated that I think the AI is garbage. And so hopefully I've convinced you of that in case you were thinking of, tinkering around with it, or maybe you're using it now and you're like, I didn't realize it wasn't doing such a good job for me. So let's talk about it. So I have notes, and then I have things on my screen. I'll see if I can put them in the video, but you guys know, like, I'm limited into what I can do, and I really just don't always like spending all the time trying to figure out how to do the editings. So we'll see. But I put in like a pink tank top. So just a pink tank top. It's sleeveless, and it has like some grommets here, and it's got like laces, like lace up. And so that's it. And so it put pink. Oh, wait, where'd it go? This is one. So you can like regenerate it. So in one of them, it said pink sleeveless top with eyelet detail. Elevate your wardrobe with this stylish pink sleeveless top featuring eyelet details for a chic look. Perfect for any occasion. So we've got some keywords here, like that's fine. So we've got pink, we've got sleeveless, top, eyelet, that's it. So all of that, it just had those couple of keywords, but then it didn't say tank top. It didn't say anything about the laces and that they're lace up. It didn't say that it's a V-neck. It didn't say that it was flowy. It didn't say anything about the kind of color it was, like a pale pink or a blush pink or anything like that. So it missed out basic keywords, it missed out secondary keywords, and it missed out on those synonyms that I like. I want to make you aware of the hottest, the best deal I have ever offered in my Rebecca the Reseller Academy. To find it, all you have to do is scroll all the way down to the bottom and you will find this right here. Hot deal, best value, all courses and digital downloads for life. This is it, friends. This is as good as it's going to get. I'm giving you everything I have in my academy, all the digital downloads, all the courses for just $20. The best part is if I create a new digital download going forward, you will get it absolutely free. This is the time to lock in the best deal I have ever offered. All you have to do is go to Rebecca the Reseller Academy, scroll down to Hot Deal, and purchase it for $20. If you're wondering what comes in this, it's everything. So you're going to get all of my courses, and you're also going to get all of the digital downloads that I've created, including my keywords list, my listing forms, my Poshmark closet signs, everything that I have created, and everything that I ever will create will be yours for literally $20. Then I regenerated it, and then it comes up with blush pink grommet detail tank top. Okay, so now we've got blush pink in there, we've got the grommet, we've got tank top, and then it says, add a touch of elegance to your collection with this blush pink tank top featuring stylish grommet details. It's perfect for any occasion, which clearly is a sentence that it likes to say. But then we lost all the ones from before. So then we lost sleeveless, and we lost eyelet, and we lost something else. So it's telling you some. It's not telling you all. Now, if someone can convince me that that is better, then I will go with that. But I've been selling on Poshmark a long time, and I think I know how it works. And that is, if you have a keyword that someone's searching for and it applies to your item, you will get pulled into that search if you have that keyword. So in this case, if I put this listing up and it didn't have sleeveless and someone searched for pink sleeveless top, I'm not coming up because I don't have sleeveless, but it says tank top. So is it going to match that? I don't know. And I would rather put both, but I'm a person, and so I know to do that. So I think that it's a great start in that if you literally are, somebody that, like me, I watch CNN, I see the Poshmark commercial. It tells me if I want to get a mani-pedi with my mom or my friend or whoever's in the commercial, I should sell my crap on Poshmark, and then I can take that money and go get a mani-pedi. So I just hate those commercials. So if I want to go get the mani-pedi, I have to sell my stuff on Poshmark. So I take a picture of my stupid outfit that I have and I list it on Poshmark, and I don't know what the heck to say. So I use its special AI and it generates me some words. Like, sure, that's better than nothing. But if you're out there like me trying to make a serious part-time living or a full-time living, I'm not just going to leave this up to chance with like regenerate now and it's keeping some words and not other words, and we know that it's missing words. So it's just not there yet. Like it's not replacing me. It's doing some work for me. And if you want to say, hey, I like to use it because it just dumps in a whole bunch of stuff and then I go in and like add a whole bunch of things after that, that's fine. And that's what I would recommend. Like I'm not against having it be a tool to help you. What I'm against is people are like, yay, AI's here. Now I don't have to learn any keywords and I don't need to watch Rebecca's crazy keywords videos or Rebecca's keywords information. I certainly don't need her keywords list because I don't need to learn keywords anymore because Smart AI list is here and it's just going to put everything in there for me. I don't think it's doing a very good job. And I think that if you rely on it, you are going to miss out on sales because it's going to put blush pink grommet detailed tank top. Someone's going to search sleeveless and you're going to miss out on that sale. And I'm going to sell my pink tank top because I put sleeveless and you didn't because you were lazy. So I think we want to use this sparingly. I still think I'm fast at jamming out my keywords. And truth be told, I have a VA to do it. So it's even faster because I'm not doing it myself. But for those of you that do it, if you learned keywords and you've been doing this for a little bit of time, you literally should be able to and just rattle off a bunch of keywords. If you're not there yet, try to take the time to learn the keywords because the result is that you go and you have a bunch of keywords in there that are better than the AI that speak to all of these different levels. If you're on Instagram and TikTok and you're following people that are sharing good keywords and trending searches and stuff like that, like Deanna Online is really good about like sharing all the trending things, and Erin the Reseller is good at doing that. They share, I don't keep up with all of that. They're really good at it. I see the stuff they post. Sometimes I pay attention, sometimes I don't because I'm old and crotchety and just bleh. But they pay attention to a lot of that stuff. And so, if you're watching their things, you're learning about them too. But AI is not paying any attention to that and it's not dumping it in there. So use it as a start to maybe speed up the process and type in a bunch of stuff that you didn't have to. But just don't wash your hands of it and think that that's all you need to do to be a good reseller, because it's not. I'm sure it will get better over time, but it's not there yet. And I'm not going to hang my sales on this stupid thing. I'm not. I am in there using ChatGPT and developing prompts and trying to figure out how I can harness AI and ChatGPT to help me run my business better. So that information's coming from me. Don't worry. I'm on it. I'm working on it. And I will share it all with you. But this I don't think is good. Now, the other thing I have a problem with is the description, because the title is a great place to jam your keywords. And for right now, that we know, you can also have the description include keywords and it's searchable too. So I put, keyword, comma, keyword, comma, keyword at the top of my description. And then I put, excellent pre-owned condition with no flaws. Measurements can be found in the photos. And then I put my buyer confidence line. So all the stuff that's specific to the item goes up at the top. And I can just go, blah, 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 blah. And then everything else, I just kind of slap the description template in and it's just a copy and paste. So that's how it's really fast for me. You might do something different. I have an Instagram post about my title formula, and I also have an Instagram post about my description formula. So you may want to check those out because that will give you exactly what I do. I think I even have videos on both of them as well. But for the description, I don't love because it's not gonna do your description for you. It's basically just giving you like two cutesy frou-frou sentences. And again, if it generates them for you and you want to leave them in there, fine. They're not going to hurt you. But if you think that they're doing something for you, then you're mistaken, because they are not doing any keywords beyond what's in the title. So if you look, there's a whole bunch of words there, but they're not saying any other words that are, Poshmark, SEO, keyword type words. They're not saying any more in the description. All they're doing is reiterating the same ones from the title in frou-frou sentences in the description. So add a touch of elegance to your collection. None of that is Poshmark SEO. None of that is keyword. Nobody's searching for collection, elegance, touch. None of those are getting you pulled into a search. Then it says, with this blush pink tank top. Well, we already have blush pink and tank top in the title on this one. So that's not doing anything extra. That's just saying it again. And then it says, featuring stylish grommet details. It's perfect for any occasion, which is bleh. And so it's not saying anything new. It's just reiterating grommet, basically. And none of those other words are pulling you into a search. Posher VA is a tax-deductible business investment that pays for itself many times over each month. It increases Poshmark sales because it shares and sends offers more than I ever could manually. It handles all my shares, automatic offer to likers, bulk offers, and it can do price drops and relists. When my coaching clients add Posher VA, it makes more sales basically immediately. The best part is that you get your time back. More time with family, thrifting, whatever. Get 20% off with code Rebecca the Reseller and the link below. So it's just giving you dribble. It's just putting words in there. And so you think, oh, look, I'm done. and you're not done, because now you want to be able to add more keywords to the description, keyword, comma, keyword, comma, keyword. You want to say, what is the condition description of this item? Is it an excellent pre-owned condition? Is it brand new with tags? What is it? And then you want to tell them about the measurement situation. Are your measurements in your photos, or am I dumping in the measurements? And then you want to put your buyer confidence line, which some people do because I say to do it. Some people don't, whatever. But I think it's a nice way to end your listing. So it's just reiterating the title and then adding a bunch of nonsense words, which I feel is just a waste of time for the reader to read. And I don't think it's doing a great job of selling it either. So I have a list in my digital downloads that is sales phrases. And when I'm feeling like I want to add them, I do. And so it might say something like, this is the perfect staple in your capsule wardrobe for all seasons, or I don't know, I'm just coming up with something. But it's kind of those frou-frou sentences that you think just help kind of be salesy, right? So it's not really doing anything for your SEO, but it's there to kind of help the buyer make a decision and buy it. It's like, oh yeah, I do want a capsule wardrobe. Like, oh, okay, that's yes, I should do that. So, it's just kind of like salesy copy. I don't think that this is even that good for salesy copy, because it's basically saying the same thing on every one. It's perfect for every occasion, which isn't even true. I did a blazer, which then I realized I'm like, this blazer isn't a good example because it wasn't even putting that many keywords. Like, it put sophisticated black women's blazer, elevate your wardrobe with the sophisticated black blazer, perfect for both professional and casual occasions. Well, if it's casual, why would you be wearing this blazer? It features a sleek design with a single button closure. Like, I just didn't feel like that was a good example. I liked the pink tank top better, but it just says the same thing, that it's perfect for any occasion and stuff. So I just don't think any of that is helpful. And so I think that you can use it as a tool, but it's not your end all be all. You need to add more basic keywords. You need to add your second level keywords. You need to add synonyms for things. And then you need to really fine tune what your description template is so that you can, kind of get beyond the dribble that it puts. So yes, I am working on some prompts. And so I'm hoping that I can get some available soon, but I'm still kind of fine tuning them myself and testing stuff out and seeing what works. So I hope that this helps, at least in the interim, in that, use the AI if you want to make your life easier and to save you time. Absolutely. But just know that it's not doing your job for you. Not yet. So it's nowhere close. And I would hate to see you use it on all of your listings. And then you're like, oh, how come I'm not making any sales? And then you have to go back in and add keywords, which is something I recommend to do anyway. I just don't think it's doing the right job. So do yourself a favor, use it and then add to it, or just forget about it and just do it yourself and learn those keywords. And I do have all of these resources for you. I have my keywords videos on the channel for free. I have my keywords list and sales phrases in my digital downloads on Teachable. And I'm always here for Poshmark closet reviews and coaching. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.